Hey, Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Waha, Wakakodash. Double honors to the apostle of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is Amati from the GMS Dallas camp. And wanted to go into a quick lesson, Lord willing, this will be edifying to the hopeful elect. And wanted to go into the quick uh, just a quick hit here where I'm watching GMS Dallas Camp. All right. It says the gospel has Yahweh Shai. All right. And this is the afternoon camp. And I wanted to land back on the point where these priests about to go into in regards to the hell doctrine. All right. Because Christians have a misunderstanding of the hell doctrine. Okay. They feel like it's a place where it's in the middle of the earth where you're going to burn forever and ever. All right. And they can give a proper breakdown of it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring some scriptures out on my end as well. Lord willing, this to be edifying.
You already had it, Hill? Come on. Start off like verse actually 18 and 19. The book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 18. It says, for Hamashiach also has once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust. We're the unjust that it's talking about because we fucked up. The Lord Yahweh Shai was perfect. All right? So his blood was a token for our redemption. And it had to be shed in order for us to be brought back and have that relationship with the Father.
That's right. That's why we join, like to say, that mercy comes from through who? Yahweh Shai. All right. And okay, let's bring this out real quick. This 1 Corinthians 12 and 12. It says, for the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the one body, being many, are one body. So also is Mashiach. All right. So within this body and this truth, this is basically under that mercy or that deliverance that Yahweh Shai gave and presented, because he presented himself what? A living sacrifice. All right. He presented his living sacrifice to the elect. That's why when you go into what is that, John 17, he said, they are mine and mine are thine. He didn't die for the whole world. He died for the elect of Israel. All right. And he did say he was glorified. He had glorified thee on the earth. All right. Because he has finished his work and which as thou gavest me to do. So he gave him to finish the work, to walk a perfect work upon the earth. And for us to receive what? That mercy, that deliverance. All right.
Go ahead. That he might bring us to the Most High. There you go. Being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. By which also he went and preached unto the spirits of prison. Boom. He went and preached unto the spirits of prison. All right. Now, certain theologians, scholars will tell you that after he died, he went down to hell. The hell is the point of that? If they're in hell forever, there's no way of salvation. So what the hell was the point of that? Yeah.
Right. So what would be the point, as the priest just mentioned, what would be the point if they already condemned to hell for all of eternity? Why would he go down there and preach? You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't make any sense. So that's why you have to justify that. That wouldn't make any sense.
They down there burning forever. You there preaching unto them. They like, nigga, I'm still Salak. I didn't mean it like that. When I'm talking about in hell, Salak, Lord, I didn't mean it like that. But I'm still burning. How is this gonna benefit me? Because they tell you in Christianity that you burn forever. Which shows that that's not what they're talking about. Ultimately.
Exactly. That's not what it's talking about. All right. And to get some of the scriptures to get that to kind of prove that. All right, because the Lord said that it's going to be, everything's going to be tossed into the lake of fire, which is going to be here on earth. All right. All right. So this is Revelations 20, and I'll start at verse 12. It says, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and the books were open, And another book, okay, and the books were open. How were the books open? Through Yahweh Shai when he died upon the cross, and he was sent back and went back up into what the heavens, on the right hand of the Lord Yahweh. All right, which is the true biblical name of who they ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being who they ignorantly calls Jesus, which in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. He is salvation. He is our deliverer. All right, and when you read Revelations 5, it goes into how he was basically worthy to open the seven seals of the book. All right. And keep going. It says another book was opened, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. So we're going to be judged according to our works, and it's going to go to where it's going to be judged into. And it says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. Now you see where this going? It said death and hell. So is hell supposed to be where you burn for eternity, and then it's going to release you to be judged again? No, this is going into, like say, one thing is going into the grave. When you references hell into scripture, it goes into, like you say, uh, a state of, like you say, what we're in now. Like when you hear someone say, I'm in hell, like, damn, man, this is hell I'm going through. Hey, we're going through hell now here at Babylon the Great. We're still in captivity. We're oppressed. And contrary by popular belief, you have people that, Jake say, get over it. We're not in hell anymore. We can get jobs and get no. They don't understand. They don't through the spirit. They don't understand the concept of being delivered. All right, we supposed to be having kingdom mind. We supposed to be in rulership. All right, but that's what the Lord is coming back for. But like I said, hell is going to deliver up the dead. No, this is going into those graves. Like when Yahweh Shai died upon the cross, they said that it was a great earthquake. The graves came, was opened. So now, when you see these times that's coming now, it's going to be a second time where these graves will be open. You're going to see the dead walk again. It says, and they were judged every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So death and hell will be cast in the lake of fire. How can hell be cast into hell? All right. That lake of fire is going to be here on earth, that thermonuclear destruction. All right. That's what's going to happen.
Ultimately, that's why I said all that, because that's not what it's talking about. All right, this is going into when he was on the scene, and even when he was raised from the dead, he still preached unto spirits. When I say spirits, people. And this is after he was raised from the dead. Matter of fact, hold that really quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and I believe you can read like verse 4 or 5.
And I want to get this too, because I wanted to just go into that as well. Like you say, how can we, because one of the things we want to prove that it said, when it said death and hell we give up and will be cast to the lake of fire. Let's get Ecclesiastes. What is it? Ecclesiastes 3. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 3. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 3. And start at verse 16. It says, and moreover, I saw under the sun a place of judgment, that wickedness was there. Now, if you look at what's under the sun, when you look up, what do you see? You see the sun when it's out. All right. A nice sunny day when you look up. So if the sun is above you, where are we at? We're on the earth. So the earth is below the sun. It says, and you'll have the niggas got try to get technical. Well, apparently it circled around, but you know what we're saying. Raises in the saying it raises in the east, sets in the west. But regardless, it goes over. We see when you look up. So if you got to look up, then the sun is above you, then the earth is below, because we're inside within the earth. So hey, now it says, moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And I saw in my heart Yahweh Shemar Shah shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. So below the sun is the earth. So this is where judgment is going to take place. That's why when we read in Revelations 20, around the 13th verse, it said death and hell will be cast into the lake of fire. The lake of fire is going to happen here on earth via thermonuclear destruction. All right, those nuclear weapons that the Lord put in the mind of Esau to build. He didn't build them just for show. They're going to be put into action when the time the Lord give them that mindset to do so. All right. So this is where judgment is going to be like. It's not hell. Is not where you're going to sit there and burn forever for eternity, as the Christians bring out. That's why I said you got to go into certain words and things like that. Christians have a misunderstanding of hell. All right. And Job said in Job 3, he said, where the wicked will cease from troubling. Let me go ahead and get that. And I'll play this while I get it here.
Whoever, yeah, it don't matter. I can pull it up. It don't matter. Shit, 15 or chapter 13. Yeah, I believe it's around like verses 4 or 5.
This is Job 3. I'm going to read verse 11. I'm going to read on to 17. It says, why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? So the Lord, Job saying, why I wasn't stillborn with all this I'm going through. All right. And we know that Yahweh Shai asked Satan, which Satan was up in heaven, because he said, when you go into Job 2, the second chapter, it said that Satan, that the Lord basically, the sons of Yahweh came and presented themselves unto the Lord, and Satan came also with them. So was Satan down in hell? No, he's on the left hand side. You have a right hand side, all right, and the left hand side, all right. So the Lord had, like I say, gave the okay for Satan to go and do what he will to Job, but just not kill him. So he's going through these things, right? He's going through hell, all right? Bad times, evil times. All right, he said, why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet? I should have slept. Then I've been at rest with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as an untimely birth I had not been, as infants which had never seen light. There the wicked ceased from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. So he's talking about if he was born, like you say, a stillborn or as an infant, he would have went back into what? The heavens. All right. He said the wicked cease from troubling. So I thought the wicked go into hell and burn forever and ever and be tormented. No. All right. The scriptures say that all spirits go upward, right? Let me get that too. Uh, Bear with me. This is Ecclesiastes. I knew it was Ecclesiastes. I didn't know exactly where, but it's in the same chapter. Um, we were reading earlier, Ecclesiastes 3:21. It says, "Who knoweth that the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward on downward to the earth?" So all spirits of men go upward. So where did they get this hell doctrine from? That started with the Catholic Church. All right, to bring fear upon to make you, to help push you and guide the people to fear. It was fear mongering. All right. So this is, and I just wanted to quickly bring this out, showing that this hell doctrine that the Christians go by is misconstrued. All right, they have a misunderstanding. All right, so with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yah and pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.